think the future we can only imagine if we correct our thought process.
We still can't actually forget that we have to have the human connection.
You're thinking of even the stranger, you're thinking of including the outsiders. Everybody must step up and move forward together.
Green technologies to reduce the use of fossil fuels.
Prepare for it not in fear, but in anticipation and optimism, and to embrace it to power boost their own organization.
The next step is how do we turn dreams and imagination into reality?
That's why we are here. We want to make contribution toward making their future even brighter.
iPhone from Apple in his hot
that sums up the spirit of a people. Yes, we can.
Ongoing protests at the Gaza border.
So, let's talk about the future.
Or the now.
Or a future they imagined then.
Then we can talk about imagining our future from this now.
And shaping that future.
So let's talk about the future they imagined for more than half a century ago. In 1964, Isaac Asimo wrote,
"What would life be like, say, 2014 AD? 50 years from now, what would the World's Fair of 2014 be like?"
Nobody knew,
but anyone can guess.
And he did. So he did, as many others did. And he said,
"Gadgetry will continue to relieve mankind of tedious jobs. Kitchen units will be devised to prepare auto meals, heating water and then converting into coffee, toasting bread, frying, poaching or scrambling eggs, and grilling bacon, and so on."
Coffee, anyone?
By 2014, electroluminescent panels will be in common use. Ceilings and walls will glow softly and in a variety of colors that will change at the touch of a push button. For short-range travel, moving sidewalks with benches on either side, standing room in the center will be making its appearance in downtown sections.
But before we continue, may I please request everyone to take out your mobile phones, your iPads, your Android tablets. Come on. Open your cameras and point it to all of us. Wait, guys.
Communications will become sight sound. You will see as well as hear the person in telephone.
Just to prove that Asimov was right from half a century ago.
Here is a passage from the book Ralph 214C, 41 Plus by Hugo Gernsback, year 1913. He said, "The screen can be used not only to see the people you call, but also for studying documents and photographs and reading passages from books."
Stepping to the telephone on the side of the wall, he pressed a group of buttons, and in a few minutes, the faceplate of the telephone became luminous, revealing the face of a clean-shaven man, about 30, a pleasant but serious face. As soon as he recognized it was the face of Ralph on his own telephone, he smiled and said, "Hello, Ralph?" "Oh, hello, Edward. I wanted to ask you if you can come over tomorrow in the laboratory. There is something unusually interesting I would like to show you. Look."
He stepped to one side of his instrument so that his friend could see the apparatus on the table 10 feet away from the telephone faceplate.
From Fahrenheit 451 by Ray Bradbury in the year 1950. And in her ears, the little seashells, the thimble radio's tongue-tied, and an electronic ocean of sound of music and talk coming in on the shore of her sleeping mind.
From The City and the Stars by Arthur C. Clarke, year 1956. Of all the thousands of forms of recreation in the city, these were the most popular. When you entered the saga, you were not merely a passive observer. You were an active participant and possessed or seemed to possess free will. These events, the events and scenes which were the raw material of your adventures, might have been prepared beforehand by forgotten artists. You could go into these phantom worlds with your friends, seeking the excitement that did not exist in reality. And as long as the dream lasted, there was no way in which it could be distinguished from reality.
And as long as the dream lasted, there was no way in which it could be distinguished from reality.
Well, doesn't that sound like today's virtual reality?
You know, one thought that occurs to me is that man will continue to withdraw from nature in order to create an environment that will suit him better. The world of 50 years hence will have shrunk further.